Everyone, I am TMP and today I'm going to show you my Darkrai deck list. I do play the Darkrai Dragonair variation of this deck, but I do have my few little changes here and there, and I will show you them today. First of all, to start it, of course, for Darkrai EX. After Burning Shadows releases, because this is pre-Burning Shadows, I am planning to bring in some Darkrai GX. So expect an update when that comes out. But we start out with 4 Darkrai EX. Up next, I have a 2/2 Dratini Dragonair line. Some people play up 3 and 2, some people play 4 and 3, some people play 4 and 2. But I don't know, I just found that I've been able to get Dratini out almost every single time. It's never really been a problem. So I decided to keep it, but if you want, you can mess around with this and figure out which works best for you. Up next, of course, the new staple. 2 copies of Tabulele GX in this deck. Pretty self-explanatory Wonder Tag ability. Just when you play it and put it on your bench, you get search your deck for any supporter card you want. Oh, and I forgot to say that the reason why we play Dragonair is for the first attack, Dragon's Wish. Once during your turn, you may attach any number of energy cards from your hand to your Pokemon. So even though we don't play Special Energy in this deck, you could play Special Energy if you liked. And just as a little surprise here and there, I do play 1 copy of Sableye for the Bewitching Eyes attack. Choose a supporter card from your opponent's discard pile and use the effects as this attack. So let's say that your opponent burned through their deck because they know that Darkrai isn't a milling deck. So they use all their Sycamores, so who knows, we might find one in there and we can deck them out that way. It's just another win condition. Up next are the supporter lines. Here I play 4 copies of Professor Sycamore. Discard your hand, draw 7 cards. The most aggressive draw support in the game. Up next is the second most aggressive draw support. 3 copies of N. Basically, N is just a disruption card, but also draw support. Each player shuffles his or her hand into their deck. Then each player draws the cards with the same number of the remaining prize cards. In fact, this is actually my favorite artwork to win. That's why I was able to get a whole bunch of these. That's why I play these. Up next is 3 copies of Lysander. Lysander. There's a debate between which is better, Lysander or Guzma. I feel that both are adequate and very well made in a certain circumstance. Because let's say that your attacker is inactive, you have no more attackers in your bench, you can't retreat. You use Guzma, you bring up the card of your opponent that you want, but then you also have to retreat and switch out. So it's a case in case kind of scenario. Up next, I do play 2 copies of Pokemon Fan Club. And most people play Bridget. I play Pokemon Fan Club because this is an EX deck. I can't use Bridget for an EX. And what this does is switch your deck for up to 2 basic Pokemon, reveal them, and put them into your hand. Pretty simple and straightforward. Up next are the one-up supporters, Pokemon Ranger. I have faced a few Jolteon decks in the past, that's why I just have one of these just in case. If I know it's not a Jolteon deck, because it's kind of obvious to figure out, then I just discard it with Ultra Ball. Up next, I have 1 copy of Hex Maniac, because with Hex Maniac, what can you do? Until the end of your opponent's next turn, each Pokemon play in each player's hand and each player's discard pile has no abilities. So, who knows, maybe you're against a Decidueye to prevent a Feather Arrow, or against Mew Persimmon to completely devastate that deck. Up next are the item cards. Starting off, 4 copies of Ultra Ball. Ultra Ball, the best Pokemon search card there is. Discard 2 cards from your hand, then search your deck for Pokemon, reveal it, and put in your hand. And you just shuffle your deck after. Up next, I know many decks have cut off this card. Well, many dark decks have cut off this card because of Garbodor. But then again, you have to think, not every deck you're gonna face is Garbodor. So up next, I have 4 copies of Max Elixir. Just look at the top 6 cards of your deck and attach a basic energy you find there to a basic Pokemon on your bench, just to fuel Darkrai's attack. Up next, 3 copies of EXP share. I cut off the 4th because we do play quite a lot of items here. Next, Professor's Letter to fuel Dragonair's attack. Up next, 2 Choice Band, just in case, because Metagross is a thing for some reason. I don't know, I don't really like Metagross too much. Don't hate me. And so, it's hard for Darkrai to hit those numbers. It hits numbers pretty fairly, but it just takes the extra boost for that. That's why I played 2 copies of Choice Band. Up next is 4 copies of Altar of the Moon. Altar of the Moon basically says that the retreat cards of each Pokemon, yours and your opponent's, that's a Psychic or a Dark energy attached to it, is 2 less. And where is it? As we can see here, Darkrai's retreat cost is 2. Dragonair's retreat cost is 2. Tabulele's retreat cost is 1. And lastly, Sablei's retreat cost is 1. So when you have this on your as a stadium in play, pretty much everything you have is free retreat, because most of the time you will have an energy on most of these cards because you want to spread out the energy. And the amount of energy that we're playing is quite a hefty amount. We are playing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 energies. That's a lot. But that's because we can't really afford to miss Max Elixir or anything like that. And for all of you newer players wondering why we play so much energy, it is because of Darkrai's first attack, Dark Pulse. This attack does 20 damage for each dark energy attached to all of your Pokemon. So it's 20 plus, not 20 times, so it's good there. And just base damage, since we do play no colorless energy here. Let's say you have nothing there. You have Darkrai there. You already have attack fueled. You're doing at least 60 damage. And let's see that this Darkrai is knocked out. But you have your EXP share here. So the Pokemon that the EXP share is attached, let's say that you have 2 out. 1 to a Tabulele. And the other one to another Darkrai that has 1 energy. And so this one gets knocked out. Both energy goes here and here. And then this one goes straight back out to attacking. So you basically bombarding and overwhelming your opponent with attackers.